Good morning. It's day 20 of Sloth Yoga. We made it to the end of February. Well done. We started in a seated position. Sitting cross-legged, on a cushion if you need to, on blocks. Back straight. Gaze straight ahead. One shoulders up, down, and back. And again, up, down, and back. With fingers either side. Take deep breath in. And out. Going to roll your chest around. Round the front, back up and around. Just in one direction. Just warming everything up. And stopping at neutral and reverse. All the way around. Hands on knees. And we can move into our cat-cow position. So placing your hands on the floor and just pushing your feet out behind you. Just going to move back here. Breathing in. Bring your belly up to your spine as you breathe out. And release. Two more. Belly button up to spine. And release, nice and slowly. And again. Last one. Belly button down, looking up. Back to neutral. Open your knees as wide as your mat. Put your toes together. Firmly plant your left hand on the floor. You're going to take your right hand, stroke it up your left arm for a little gentle twist. Up to the sky. Looking up if you can. Don't forget to breathe. And bringing it down. Right hand firmly planted. Left hand strokes up. Looking up at your hand. And down. Make sure your hands planted directly underneath your shoulder. It's not too far forward. Breathing in. And up. Gently down. One more on the other side. Breathing in. And up. And down. Sitting back. Forearms on the floor. Forehead down slowly if you can. Just tucking that chin into your chest. And back up. Bring your knees in slightly, feet back to your normal cat-cow position. You're going to take your right hand and turn it inwards. Either way will do. You can turn it that way, you can turn it that way, whichever way that you want to. And we're just going to move around on that very gently. Keep that elbow bent, don't lock your elbow. And release, back to the front. Turning your left hand, either that way or that way, whichever feels comfortable for you. Well, it won't feel comfortable, but whichever one gets you a nice little stretch. Keeping your elbow slightly bent, there's no locking the elbows here. And we're just moving around on that wrist. And back to center. Taking your right leg out to the side so that the inside of your foot rests on the floor. Left hand out to the left hand side. You're going to stroke your right hand up your left arm for a gentle twist. Looking up at your hand. Don't forget to breathe. Hips are pushing forwards. And down. Swapping sides. Right hand to your right hand side, left foot goes out, Left hand strokes up, twist to look up at the sky. Back down, swapping sides. Left hand over, right foot out, stroking the right hand up. Let it breathe. And down, one more on the opposite side. Bring that hand up for the twist. And back down. Taking your right arm, going to thread it through this gap between your left arm and your leg so that you can go down onto your shoulder. Right ear is on the floor, left forearm is on the floor. You're feeling a gentle twist, looking to the left. Don't forget to breathe. Pushing down, bringing that arm back up. Left arm threads through onto your left shoulder, left ear on the floor, right forearm on the floor. And breathe. Pushing up, back to your cat-cow position. Tuck your toes under at the back. You're going to push back and up into a downward dog. So pushing with your hands, pushing with your toes, up and into your downward dog. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this. So pushing your heels down towards the floor, it doesn't matter if they don't get there. Pushing through your hands, through all four corners of your hands. Ears are in between your arms. Bring your hip creases up and back if you can. Bend your knees generously if you need to. Otherwise, we're going to walk your feet. So just bending each knee. We're not here for long. Then if you can, ground your feet once again. Take your right foot up and turn that hip out to the right hand side. Bring it back in. Ground that foot, bring your left leg up and turn the hip out to the right hand side and back in. Bend your knees generously down to the floor, back into your cat-cow position, turning back round in the front. Bring your left leg up and through until it is parallel with the front of the mat, if you can. Your right leg is behind you in a similar way. And then we're just going to roll around, feeling it in that hip. Just like we did at the start, but our legs are different. So you'll feel it slightly differently. And the opposite direction. And don't forget to breathe. Swapping over the legs. So we just scoot them forwards and swap them straight over. Try to get that front leg parallel to the front of the mat or mattress if you're in bed, if you can, and the left leg mirrors that behind you. Fingertips on the floor and releasing that chest around. Nice and slowly. And the other direction. Bring this left leg to the front and just crossing it over. Hands on knees if you can. Right hand on the floor, fingertips. Left hand up, sweeping past your ear and bending to your right. Back down Left fingertips down, right arm up past your ear, and bend into the left. Back to centre. Bring your hands to your heart. Place one hand and then the other over the top. Lower your gaze, drop your chin. Take a breath in, feel your chest rise and out. And in and out. Take your hands to prayer hands. As we say together, Namaste.